Today, more and more vehicles are using turbochargers, and not just for diesel engines. With the increasingly strict consumption and emission regulations and improved performance requirements for downsized engines, turbochargers are becoming more popular. Although turbochargers are designed for a very long life cycle, damage still occurs frequently due to improper maintenance. Defective turbochargers are typically simply replaced with new ones, which is often not necessary. With the right know-how and suitable equipment, turbochargers can be repaired to as-new condition while saving valuable resources. All you need for an overhaul is a pair of special tools for disassembly and assembly, and cleaning equipment, as well as the appropriate spare parts. The overhaul of the turbocharger can now begin. One of the most important steps in this process is the balancing of the individual components and the core assembly to achieve quality comparable to that of a new turbocharger. In the first step, the individual components and the rotating group are carefully balanced on the TB comfort. This greatly reduces the initial unbalance and is the basis for the next step. After mounting the rotor, the appropriate dimensions of the rotor are entered on the measuring instrument. After the measuring run, the unbalance is indicated in terms of mass, grams, milligrams, and its angular position in degrees for both planes. The rotor is marked in the corresponding angular positions. Material is removed with the aid of a grinding tool. After a successful audit run, the compressor wheel is mounted to the turbine wheel shaft, thereby completing the entire rotating group. Once the rotating group has successfully been balanced, it is now ready for insertion to the core housing. The pre-balanced core assembly is then finally balanced at almost full operating speed and under realistic operating conditions on the TB Sonio. The core assembly is mounted in the TB Sonio with a type-specific adapter and connected to the oil supply. Once the shaft is magnetized to a 0-degree reference mark for determination of the angular position, the measuring run can begin. The turbocharger core assembly is driven by compressed air at measuring speed, and the unbalance is determined. The core assembly is rotated to the corresponding angular position. This can be easily tracked on the measuring instrument using the electronic protractor feature. The unbalance correction is made directly on the machine. After a successful audit run, the turbine and compressor housings are mounted to the core assembly, and the turbocharger is now ready for a long service life. Without balancing, premature wear and tear may result in early failure of turbochargers. Both machines actively support the operator in the balancing process. From the simple mounting of the rotor on the machine, the easy-to-operate protective shroud that conforms to protection class C or D, to the logical placement of all operator push buttons, as well as the touch-screen operation of our measuring instruments, this is the logical solution for turbocharger overhaul. With our solutions, you can give a second life to turbochargers for commercial and construction vehicles, for small and medium-sized marine engines, for the aviation industry, and high-performance vehicles. The TB Comfort and TB Sonio from Schenck are the key to top quality in the overhaul of turbochargers. Join us in this rapidly growing market.